Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're zeroing in on the money transfer app SendWave.
Right.
Specifically, that big claim they made, zero fees for sending money internationally, particularly to places like Africa, Asia, Latin America.
Yeah, a claim that apparently pulled in something like 21,000 users.
Exactly. So we dug into the sources you sent over, and the big takeaway seems to be, well, that zero on the fee line isn't the whole story.
Not at all. I mean, the app itself, it's legitimate, it's regulated, that's important.
Okay.
But that fee-free angle, one source nailed it, called it weapons-grade marketing spin.
Huh. Okay. So for you listening, the real question is, if they're not charging an upfront fee, how are they making money? Where's the cost?
Well, it's cleverly hidden, really. It's all about the currency conversion step.
Right, because sending money internationally always involves changing currency.
Exactly. Normally, you might pay a fee and get an exchange rate. SendWave says, okay, no fee, but then they build their profit into that second part, the exchange rate itself.
How does that work, technically?
So they start with the real exchange rate, what's called the mid-market rate. Think of it as the wholesale rate banks use.
Okay.
Then they apply their own markup on top of that rate before they show it to you.
And that markup is their profit.
Precisely. And it's not small. Sources say it can be anywhere from 1% to 5%, depending on where you're sending money.
1 to 5%. And crucially, your sources indicate that this markup accounts for something like 80% of SendWave's total revenue.
80%. So, yeah, that's the core business model right there.
Let's make that concrete. There was an example in the sources sending money to Kenya.
Yes, that was a good one. Say you want to send $100 to Kenya.
Okay.
Using the real mid-market rate at that moment, maybe you should receive, let's say, 13,300 Kenyan shillings.
Makes sense.
But with SendWave, the app might only deliver 13,000 shillings.
Ah, so that missing 300 shillings.
That's SendWave's cut. It's baked right into the rate they offer you. It's never explicitly called a fee, but it functions exactly like one. It's a cost to you.
And because it's hidden in the rate, it makes comparing costs across different services really difficult, doesn't it?
Extremely difficult. It's intentionally opaque.
And if you're sending money regularly, say $500 a month, that 1% to 5% markup could mean you're losing between $60 and $300 a year.
Yeah, just vanished into that exchange rate difference.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fair bit of money for most people.
It really adds up. And this lack of transparency, it eventually caught the eye of regulators, right?
It did. That brings us to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB.
The U.S. watchdog.
Exactly. In October 2024, they took enforcement action against SendWave's parent company.
Okay, what for?
Several things, actually. They found SendWave was marketing transfers to Nigeria as fee-free, but sometimes still charging fees.
Oh, really? So contradicting their own marketing.
Plus, they promised delivery times, like 30 seconds, that apparently often took much longer.
Right, unreliable.
And critically, they weren't providing the clear, legally required disclosures about the exchange rates being used.
So hiding the ball on the rate, essentially.
Pretty much.
The CFTB didn't just slap their wrist.
No. They ordered SendWave's parent company to pay $1.5 million back to consumers.
Wow.
And on top of that, another $1.5 million penalty. So $3 million total for these deceptive practices.
That's significant. And aside from the cost issues, what about just reliability? Does the app work well?
It's a mixed bag, according to the sources. When it works, it seems pretty smooth. But there are reports of accounts being suspended without much explanation. And maybe more worryingly, people saying transfers were marked delivered, but the money never actually arrived.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. And often coupled with customer service that was hard to reach or unresponsive.
Yeah.
So there's a potential cost of unreliability there, too.
Okay, so pulling this all together after our deep dive.
Right.
What's the verdict for you, the listener? Is SendWave still a decent option?
Well, it depends. For smaller amounts sent frequently.
Maybe.
Because traditional bank fees can be really high for small transfers. Exactly. SendWave's markup might still be less than a hefty flat fee from a bank in some cases.
But it's not automatically the best choice.
Definitely not. Especially for larger transfers or if you really value transparency.
So what's the alternative approach?
You need to compare. Look at services like Wise, for example. They tend to use the actual mid-market rate.
The real rate.
The real rate, yeah. And then they charge an upfront, clearly stated fee.
So it's not fee-free marketing, but you know exactly what you're paying.
Right. And often, for larger amounts, that total cost, the real rate plus the clear fee, can actually be lower than SendWave's hidden markup model.
The key takeaway then is?
Compare the effective exchange rate every single time. Don't just look at the fee line. Never assume fee-free actually means cost-free.
Right. Which leads to a final thought for you to consider. Given that 80% of SendWave's revenue was hidden in that exchange rate, how often might you be accepting similar hidden costs in other zero-fee or commission-free financial apps you use every day? Maybe trading apps, digital wallets?
That's the critical question, isn't it? Always look beyond the headline marketing. If something sounds too good to be true, don't just accept it. Dig a little deeper. Check the rates, check the terms, understand how they're really making their money. That's just smart financial practice.